Take your notebooks, please, and let's start with letter writing. Today I'm going to start with a very formal letter, that is the letter to the editor. Okay, right? So what are formal letters? What are formal letters? Whom do we write letters to? Yes, to the authorities. Yes, we write to authorities or the officials, isn't it? Yes. We write to the editor also. Yes. We also write for business reasons also. Okay. What business reasons are they? It could be for placing an order. It could be for making a complaint. It could be making an inquiry also. Okay. Right. So we write a formal letter for this. Okay. Right. And now today what are we going to discuss? We are going to discuss letter to editor. So letter to editor is a formal letter. Now when I write a formal letter, how is it different from a letter that I write to my friend? How is it different? Yes? The content will be different? Yes, the content is different. Yes, what else is there different? Format is different. Yes, very good. What else is there? What else is there different? The language is different. Very. So what kind of language here? Now let us see here. We have, of course, we're going to discuss all these things here. Yes, so Garvit is not in class today. Raghuveer is also not here. Okay. Rajni is also not here. Yeah, I saw Anshika. I thought Rajni is also there. Right? So we put together, is it? Yeah. So fine here. So what are the things we need to remember? Okay. That content is going to be different. Yes. The format is different. We know the format of an informal letter. We'll be discussing the format of a formal letter. Language. What kind of a language are we going to use when you write a letter to the editor? What is formal language? What is formal with respect? So you don't write letters to your friends with respect, is it? We don't go personal. But supposing if I'm talking about a personal problem that I want to discuss, I'm writing a letter of complaint of a bad experience that I have. It can be personal at times also. Yes. But personal as in yes. How are we going to make the letter formal? How is the language going to be formal? I use the language very not personal language. I have to be very careful about the words I write. I will not write yes slangs which you commonly use. I'll not use the short forms, right? And of course, I have to be very respectful. I can't be rude. I can't make jokes over there, like you make with your friends and all. So I have to be very polite. I have to be very formal. I have to show respect. Okay, because actually, if you're writing this letter to the authorities, yes. So we have here. It is not exactly a please language, but it has to be a nice language. Okay, right. So these things you have to remember. Okay, where do we write letter? Write a letter to the editor. Where does it appear? Very good. So letter to the editor. Where does it appear? It appears in the newspaper. Okay, right? Okay. So the letter to the editor. Where does it appear? It appears in the newspaper. Very good. Okay. So let us write a letter to the editor. What kind of letters can we write to the editor? What letters can we write? Yes, we can write about social issues. Yes. Can I write about problems? Yes. What else can I write about? What else can I write about? I want to write a letter to the editor. Is it only what problems I write? Do I always complain? Nothing is going right. Everything is going bad. What? Advice, suggestions. Okay. Yes, I can write positive letters also. Yes, and can I write letters of praise also? Yes, so something nice has happened in your country, something good has happened in your locality, right? So you can write about that. Yes, right? So we can talk about it. Yes, so it is not necessarily, yeah, of course, yes. So here, very nice. And Praveen is saying, so I'm talking about social issues. I am also talking about spread. Isn't it? Right? So please remember when you write letter to the editors, it is not only about complaining. It is, we are highlighting an issue. We are highlighting a problem. We are highlighting something. Okay? How is the editor going to solve this problem? If I talk about the bad condition of my road, right? Editor is going to come and repair the roads. No. Who is going to come? The officials will come, right? The concerned department will come. Then why we write it to the editor? Yes? Yes? Yes, Sadhika, not like this. Raise your hand and answer, please. Yes, Sadhika. Yes, so right. So that issue, it can be highlighted. Many people can become, because many people read the newspaper, right? That is why how we talk about, of course, like supposing I'm in the morning assembly, I'm talking about replantation, I'm talking about health and hygiene. Will that be more effective, or will writing a letter to the editor in a newspaper be more effective? Newspaper, because more people are going to read it than the people who are going to listen to your speech in the morning assembly, right? So the audience here, we call that audience. Yes, the people are going to read the newspaper. It is more. Okay. Now let us start here with the format. So whenever we write a letter, there's a sender's address. Yes. There is the receiver's address. Yeah, there's the subject, there's the content. Yes or no? Yes. Now, when we write a letter to the editor, who is the sender? You are the sender, isn't it? Right? But here, what do we write for the sender address? Bangalore. Okay. Jalandhar. Your address. Okay. Right? So if it is given, you will write that address. Generally, when we do write letter to the editor, we write, yes, we write examination hall X, Y, Z city. Okay? Right? Yes, nice address. So in only for letter to editor, and only in the situation when address is not given. Okay, right? But if in your question paper the address is given, that you are, say, Mohit of 23B Green, Hills, Bangalore. That means that is your address. Name is also given. All information. If it is not given, then we write this. Then I leave a line. What? नहीं तुमने ऐसे dash dash नहीं करना है. I have left this line. Okay. And please, here when I do put all these dots and dashes, listen why I have put it. And it has happened, many times. Very senior students. So when I'm doing the format and I've drawn the line, okay, this is what you have done. In exam, they did the same thing. They do those lines over there only. They copied, they didn't use their own mind. Okay, I've left the line, so I'm rubbing this out so you won't make a mistake. And it's a good thing she has pointed it out. Okay, leave a line, then what do I write? I write the date. I write the date. And the date is in which format? Date is in which format? Yes, I will not write 7, 10, 21. This is, yes, so I can write 7th October, right? Or I can write what? Okay, or October 7th, 21, whatever format that we use. Okay, we use the date, month, year format. Isn't it right? Then again, I'm going to leave a line in your notebooks. Then I write the receiver. Who's the receiver? Editor. Okay. So we write down, we can write down editor also, we can write the editor also. Okay, right? And I write the newspaper's name. Editor is there, his address will be newspaper. Can you tell me the name of any newspaper? Hindustan Times, any other newspaper? Tribune is there, any other newspaper? Times of India, that's it. Can I have more names? Hindustan Times, Times of India, Punjab Kesari, Indian Express, right? Tribune, Dainik Bhaskar, yes. Right, so you have so many newspapers, okay? So yes, it could be the Indian Express or the Hindustan Times, Indian Express. Where can the office be? It can be. Huh? No. Address comes together. Address comes together. What is the proper way of writing the address? You have to write address of someone. You have to write it there. What is the way we write it? Yes, I write the name of that person. I write the locality, isn't it? Then I write the name of the city. This is how we write addresses. Yes, you all know how to write address. So this is it. Then what comes next? Subject. Okay, very good. Can you see from there? Is it visible? I write subject. What could it be? The subject could be anything what we are writing about. Okay. Right? It could be a say bad condition of roads. Right? Yes. Or it could be a stagnation of water spreading diseases. Right? Let's write something positive also. Yes. Okay. Right? Or you can say the brilliant performance of athletes. Okay. Subject should talk about what am I going to write about in the letter. Okay. Right? You can leave a line. Generally, a line is not left. Generally, don't leave a line. Okay? Can. Huh? That be a छोटी line. Okay, never mind. So this is our format, and all this up till here, this is called the heading of the letter. What is it called? Heading of the letter. Okay? Right? Clear? Yes. Silence, please. You're not getting. So here, this is, what is this first part called? Whose address? Sender's address. Then comes the receiver's address. What is this called? This is called the heading of the letter. Okay. Done this part, then I talk about the subject. How do I write the subject? The subject has to be relevant, subject has to be appropriate, subject should not be too lengthy. The editor thinks, oh my God, he's written the whole letter in the subject, right? Okay, and so it should not be so lengthy, it should be relevant, brief, relevant. Okay, fine, not too lengthy subjects. Okay, I written the subject. Then what comes next? After subject comes the salutation. What does salutation salutations are the way I address the person I am writing to, the receiver. Okay, right? So here, yes, what can I write here? The salutation for the editor, what can it be? We do not write respected here. Respected we write only for our applications, right? Or when we write to someone who is in the higher authority, you know, of our organization. Like you see your application when you write to principal, huh? Yes, right? So we write that, okay? Then here, yes, so it can be sir, madam. Can be both here, right? Okay. So yeah, we can write even dear sir, dear madam, whatever. Okay. So you can write this. Yes, who's talking here? And if you know whom the person you are talking to, whom the person you are addressing to, so accordingly we can write the gender. We can write sir or madam if you know who the editor is. Yes. Okay. Right. Yes. Now, after you've written your salutation, yes, you've written sir. Okay. Fine. Sir is absolutely acceptable. Dear sir is also acceptable. Okay. So when we write other letters, I'll come to that later. We'll be discussing that. So then after that, I start with my introduction. I start with my letter. I start with my introduction. You introduce yourself. Can I hear your favorite lines of introduction? Yes? Sayam is going to tell me. Or Saksham is going to tell me. Who's going to tell me? What are the favorite lines for your introduction? I am a regular reader of your newspaper. Yes, Jayan. Okay, fine. Sit down. Anybody else? We're going to write our name at the end. We are going to write our name at the end, isn't it? So we don't have to give it over here. No, we don't have to. Right? Anybody else? Come on, how are we going to start? What introduction here? What introduction are we going to write in the letter? Yes? So I am a regular reader of your newspaper, and it is a platform or a medium through which many issues are highlighted, right? And through the pages of your newspaper, I would like to share my opinion or share my views, or I would like to highlight the issue of whatever, right? You are going to, depending your subject. This is the introduction. 2-3 lines which are common. You can bring changes also which are necessary here. Okay, right? Then we start. Supposing I'm going to talk about the bad condition of the roads. I've given an introduction. What am I going to write in the content? Another favorite line of ours which we read. What is it? I'm talking about the bad condition of roads in your locality. And everywhere it is in the city nowadays, a terrible condition, isn't it? Yes? You are experiencing the bad condition of the road. Okay, yes. So we start here. Fine. Right? What else can we write? I'll give you my introduction, you give it to the columns, etc., etc., etc. Then I come to the content part. When I talk about the content, I'm going to talk about the problem. Yes? Talking about the problem or not? Yeah. Or it could not be the problem here, or it could be any issue, let us say, that I want to talk about or praise about. Okay. So here, generally, what I come across is that students of class 7th and they write that although a colony is a posh colony, but right now there is a big problem of bad roads. So we are not going to write that. Okay. So just say that you can say that through these columns, I would like to draw your attention or draw the attention of the public, right? So we want to draw the attention of the public and the concerned authorities towards the bad condition of roads or towards the stagnation of water, right? Okay. And yes, now I have discussed this. What is going to be the problem because of that? What are the problems you face, say, because of bad roads? What are the problems that you face? Yes, what happens because of the bad roads? What is it? Yes, do you feel safe? No, we do not feel safe. Okay. What about here? Then, yes, what is it that makes the condition of the road so bad? What is it? What is it? What do we call all those things on the roads? What do we call those big holes on the roads? Manhole? No. The potholes. Very good. What do we call them? Very nice. Very good. So the potholes over there on the road. What happens as a result of it? So let's discuss what could be that. Yes. That otherwise also it's not only the rainy season. The rainy season it becomes very bad because you're not able to see them. But otherwise, yes, you can say that it causes a lot of problems both for two-wheelers as well as for the four-wheelers drivers, right? Then, as a result of that, what happens? The roads are also being diverted here and there, right? It gets very confusing. And sometimes, as a result of it, what happens? There are long traffic jams. Yes, and as you said, like at night time and the rainy season, there are chances of a lot of accidents, isn't it? So we'll come to that. We'll come to that. First, I'm discussing about the problem. Okay, right? So the problem is bad roads. I have the potholes. Right, there's a lot of traffic jam, the routes have been diverted, it's a major cause of accidents. Yes, now why has this happened? You can say, is it only in your area or is it there across the city? Right, so you can say that this is the condition across the city, and yes, so it is that so much of, you can say, what you, it is not a construction, but you can say some projects are there going on, maybe laying down of pipes and all, and as a result, it's causing a big inconvenience to the public, isn't it? Right? So yes, and otherwise also you can say, what do some of the residents do? They try to fill those holes, right? So they fill those holes and even if the authorities come, they come and fill the holes with that mud and dirt, and during the rainy season, it becomes even more dangerous, isn't it? So some kind of temporary arrangement should be made so that people do not suffer. And yes, all these projects, they can be taken well in advance before the rainy season, right? And if possible, yes, in the time of social media, the people can be made aware of the diversion routes, which routes they can take, so avoid the traffic jam and avoid those bad condition of the road. Okay, so I give the solutions also. Right, so in your second here paragraph, I talk about the content. I'm talking about the problem. I will also talk about the solution. Okay, so your content will have the problem as well as the solution. That means that you one problem talk about the this thing, the paragraph about the problem. The other one will talk about the solution. Okay, right? So what is the solution to this? We have discussed it. So right, yes, so it could be done with prior information. Diversion routes should be told in advance. Yes, or some kind of temporary measures should be there so that people do not have to suffer the road accidents. They happen there because of the bumpy roads, because of the big holes in the roads, because of you can say all these at night when it is not visible. So it causes a lot of problems. Okay. Traffic jams, it delays people, it causes a lot of inconvenience to them. Okay, right. Now, how do I conclude this? How do I put the conclusion here? Last paragraph of my conclusion. Yes. So I hope that you would publish my letter in your esteemed newspaper so that this issue could be highlighted, and yes, the concerned authorities would become aware of this problem, right? Yes, Then what do I write in the end? What do I write in the end? How do I conclude the letter? How do I've done that. Please solve this problem. Editor is not going to solve the problem. We are there making. Yes, so I write down. So what was this? Content part. Yes, so when you content part, you talk about the problem, you talk about the solution. What do we call it? That is the body of the letter. That is the main content of the letter. Okay, so I have done the heading. Yes, I have done the body or the content part. Now, how do I end the letter? End the letter with yours. T is not capital. There is no apostrophe. Okay, right? Okay, so yours truly. Here you will give your name. So whatever it is, okay. So it can be Jayant, and yes, if you have a designation, say you're the president of ABC Society. Right? If designation is, some people write a concerned president. Isn't it? Okay. So yeah, yes. This is called the subscription or the complimentary clause. What is it called? The complimentary clause or subscription. Okay, fine. What? I am not counting lines. I am not counting paragraphs. What I want is in your letter, you can write 4 paragraphs also. There is no problem at all as long as you have covered the complete content. Fine? You covered the content. That means I'm satisfied with what I'm writing, and then you put a full stop to your writing. Now, where do I write? This is the page here. Where am I supposed to write the letter? Do I start from here, go there, come back here like this? Do I do a zigzag across the page? No, I don't do a zigzag across the page. What am I supposed to do? Which side of the page am I supposed to stay? Left side. Everything that should appear here neatly. Yes. On the left side. And some people, even now when we had the class test, I gave you letter writing or something, I think so. What did someone do? They just do those for the format. And wrote down something here. We do not write letters like this. This is your language. Don't leave the format here or don't leave blank space. Write the letter. Otherwise, you will not get any marks. There. One thing is here, please read more. The more you read, actually try to read the letters which are there in the newspaper. Try to read those letters. And wonderful letters people write. It is not always complaining and cribbing and, oh God, what is happening to our country. There are people who appreciate those. Okay, right? So we are going to tomorrow write a letter about the successful conduct of vaccination drive in your locality. Think about it. Think about it. And we're going to write that letter in the class. So have you all got the format? Yes. And what did I see right now? What did I say? Please repeat. Stand up. What's your name? Karan? Yeah, Karan, tell me, what did I say right now? What did I say? What letter are we going to write? Yes? Yeah, what did you say right now? Okay, okay. Can you speak English also? Very nice. Very good. Absolutely correct. So today, have you got this format clear? Have you noted down in your rough? Yes. So because tomorrow we might write directly. You can write. Why to waste time? And yes, you can bring your notebooks from Monday onwards, and I will start collecting a roll number, like 1 to 15 first. I will get. Okay, then 15 onwards and 15 onwards. So I will be collecting the hard copies also. Those who are there attending online classes, they will send me their PDFs. Okay, right? So is this clear? Yes, so I think so. Yeah, I can share the screen.